As we celebrate Hispanic Heritage Month, we take a look at the stories that shape the Latino community throughout the United States and here in our community. And right here at 12 News, we're proud to bring you Doce Informa, our Spanish language digital show. Joining me to share more about it are our contributors to it, Delia Rodriguez Masjon, Alex Torres Perez, and Valerie Moravi. Thank you so much for being here today and for what you're doing for our community. We have a lot of Spanish-speaking people from Latin America, from Spain, from all over the world in Rhode Island and South Coast, Massachusetts. So this is huge what you've been doing over the past, how long would you say now?
It's been over a year right now. So we just inaugurated the second year of doing Doce Informa. Rhode Island has one of the largest, the fastest growing Latino communities in the state. And we're so small that many times we don't see it, but we're approximately, I would say based from the last census to now, close to 200,000 Latinos in the state of Rhode Island.
So this is a really important outlet for people to be able to get their local news in a way they might not otherwise be able to get by watching television and watching online.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, people that are newly arrived in the country, they're looking for information and they're looking for outlets that can provide that. So with our reporters, with the show, with Doce Informa, we can really bring the information that's important to the community.
And it's really expanded in what you're able to do. So Valerie, tell me about some of the stories that you do during Doce Informa tapings and what people can watch.
Yeah, actually, well, I just moved here a couple months ago and I was also shocked to find out the diversity in the state. And I was shocked to find out that there's so many organizations out there, nonprofit, profit, and the fact that we are providing those resources to the community, it was such a beautiful thing because I'm Hispanic. I want to be able to get access to those resources. So the fact that we're doing this is just like bigger than what I thought. You know, when it first started, it was, yeah, let's put it out there, let's do it. But once you're there to meet the people, it's like there's a need. And I think it just became a lot more special and important. I mean, obviously it's important to inform the people, but it was just, wow, to me, it was shocking. So for me, it's been great. The experience has been amazing. And to serve my community too is just a little, you know, more special.
Absolutely.
Sure. With music and food on the side. Why not, right? So I think it's been great so far. Yes.
And Alex, too, you moved here from, was it Florida?
So I was actually previously working in Alabama.
Okay.
And for me, giving news in Spanish has always been a personal mission because when I first moved from Puerto Rico to Florida when I was 10 years old, one thing I noticed was that there was just no news in Spanish. So when I started my career, I always made it a mission to, you know, provide that service to the Hispanic community because I would see my dad watching news from Puerto Rico and I was always curious, like, what's happening here? What's happening in my home or my community? And so coming here, I thought it was great that we already had a Spanish newscast here and to be able to tell the stories of our community and share that with others, it's been a blessing. So.
And people are really happy about it. People are just coming forward and really like, thank you so much. They are actually saying that to us. And it's just not just doing my job, but I think it's our right
passion and mission.
And I've been in the state for 37 years. When I came, we were barely about 40,000 Latinos. So I've seen the growth, and that's why I was saying, you know, I did work for the census one year and saw that every 10 years, the Latino population in Rhode Island is the one that maintains the population in order for us to maintain 2 congressional seats. So it's very important. And also having worked in Spanish media for the last 20 odd years, it's really important to have that local connection, that local information, that connection with the organizations, but also with the mainstream community, know what's going on. So this is a great avenue for that.
So what kinds of stories are you providing? I know I see you all doing interviews in our special room that we have for the tapings. And so are people coming out to you, community leaders coming out to you, or are you seeking them? It kind of sounds like it's a mix at this point, right?
I think it is. I think it definitely is a mix. I know I like to focus a lot on like hard news, kind of like what's going on, what do people need to know about what's going on in their community, but also we highlight a lot of our community leaders. Like for example, a few months ago, we just ordained our first priest that was Hispanic, and that there was so many people that went to this ordination, and you know, it's important to show people that, you know, we're here and that we tell their stories as well.
Excellent.
It's been a diverse topics of conversations, from politics to, again, community. It's just a mix of a lot of things, and I think that's what's all about, right? And culture and music, I'm down for that always.
Oh, yeah.
But it's also important, I think, two other aspects. One is information. People want to buy a house, people want to find a job, or whatever it is. We bring those organizations that provide that information, the how-to, and be able to provide that information. Also are connecting them with the websites and links and all that. But then it's also the human stories, right? Because people love to see themselves reflected when somebody tells their story of either how they started a business a long time ago, or how they came to this country, or how they got to where they are. They are inspired, they see themselves reflected in those Latinos, and they want to see more.
So for people who want to watch, where can they find it, and how often do you tape? Give us all that information so people can find it.
I tape once a week. I do Tuesdays. I can, we constantly posting things. Even it's not my story, we're posting events coming up, special events where they can get information about, financial help, mental health, and we're constantly posting on our Facebook page, Dos Informa.
Dos Informa, and then on our website?
dosinforma.com. I almost said it in Spanish because I'm so used to saying it in Spanish, but dosinforma.com. So dosinforma.com. And also, if you go to just our WPRI.com website, there should be a link there as well, so you can access it that way as well.
And I'm taping 3-4 times a week. I try to do at least 4 interviews, 5 interviews as needed to ensure that we have that connection with the community. So because of my role in the community and having done communications for so long, people know that I'm out there doing this and are really excited. So they know that this is the best way with Alex and Valerie and myself to be able to reach the community. So.
Excellent. Thank you, ladies, so much for everything you're doing and continue to do. And
thank you.
We have all that information on our website at WPRI.com.